Hello guys, you know it's quite frosty here in Ukraine, -6 Celsius, which is 21 Fahrenheit, but I feel warm. Warmth on my heart, and all because of the updates from the front lines in Russia. Yes, there are front lines in Russia, lots of regions where war is their reality, and all because Russians invited it. Russians wanted war and they got it. So another big strategic oil refinery destroyed in Oryol, Ukrainian drones succeeded, and SU-30 burned in Krasnodar region. So let's discuss all of these fires that turn Russia into hell, which it in reality is. My name is Anna, I'm from Ukraine, I'm in Ukraine, and if you want to see the collapse of the Russian Federation and also protect yourself against their evil hybrid warfare in your countries, subscribe. We discuss all of that on the channel. Same as the success of the Ukrainian armed forces that with limited resources are able to demilitarize Russia and most importantly hits its economy. Because Russian economy is collapsing. Oil industry is one of the most important for Russia, and the destruction of their oil depots, oil refineries works well for the paralysis of their military machine. And another one was destroyed tonight in Oryol. This is one more Russian region that is a war zone, and once again all because Putin and his population supported the invasion of Ukraine, and now they experience their own medicine, they taste it. So in Oryol, Ukrainian drones targeted a big strategic oil terminal, one of the largest in the Federation, that has a weird name like Steel Horse. So this Steel Horse was burned. And you know, whenever we get updates from the oil refineries on fire, they always give lots of detonations, really bright satellite images, lots of videos with toxic Russian comments. None of them expected that targeting Ukraine, they can actually get serious ricochets on Russia. And literally help me in the comments below what regions you already hear on your news as Russia's war-torn zones. I know about Kursk, Belgorod, Voronezh, Krasnodar, Oryol, Lipetsk, Rostov, and many more. In general, Ukraine seriously hit Russian oil production industry. This is the main export industry, and Russia is not competitive in innovation or creative sectors or services. It simply sells its raw materials, and oil products, gas is top products that one can think about when talking about Russia. I'm sure you cannot name me a car, a mobile phone, or a computer that you want to get from Moscow. It's only oil and gas, something that keeps them afloat. But if oil prices will keep dropping, Russian economy will keep collapsing, and this reminds me of the last days of the Soviet Union actually. So the fire on the oil terminal in Oryol is both important for the Ukrainian military and protection of our people and territories, and also as a serious strike on the Russian economy. Subscribe to see the collapse of this evil empire and to illustrate your solidarity with freedom-loving people that stand against Russia in so many different corners of the world. Not just Ukraine, it's also in Georgia, it's in Syria, it's literally everywhere where people know what Russia is and how dangerous its imperial character can be. And one of the main strategies, a part of targeting Russian economy and Russian oil refineries, is definitely our plan to demilitarize it. Because only after the defeat and demilitarization of Russia we can return back to the reconstruction of lasting peace in all Central and East Europe, if not the world in general, and no, I'm not exaggerating. So honestly, I was happy to learn that another Russian Su-30, one of their jets that they often use to destroy Ukrainian lives and houses and so on, burned in Krasnodar region. Perhaps someone smoked again, and I don't mind if this smoking epidemic expands all over Russia. Because the only way, once again, to achieve lasting peace in Europe and the world is to defeat and demilitarize Russia. And I hope that more and more leaders of the democratic world will hear us and understand that Russia, Putin, Assad, they cannot be friends to people who respect human life, especially after we witnessed all their war crimes in Syria, all their war crimes in Ukraine. Because there are lots of photos surfacing again and again from Bucha, from Izum. After the liberation of this beautiful, safe, previously peaceful Ukrainian towns, we realized that there is pure evil on planet, and it comes from the Kremlin. There are some reports about problems with North Korean soldiers that have started active combat actions on the front lines, and there are rumors that they lost control and started shooting Russian soldiers, especially the representatives of the Kadyrov army. Let me know in the comments below, would you like a separate video about that? Because it's important. Right now, Ukraine is fighting not just against Russia, but against North Korea, against Iran, and definitely with a great support of China. I was actually surprised to learn that the future president of the United States, Donald Trump, invited the leader of China for his inauguration, but there are rumors that Xi Jinping rejected the invitation. I don't know if it's true, if it's just rumors, because people like to manipulate such news. Let me know in the comments below, have you heard about that, and what in general do you think about this potential invitation and rejection? What does it mean for the global politics? Anyway, thank you for your continued support of Ukraine and all the democratic world. My thoughts and prayers also go to the people in Georgia who now fight against this pro-Russian coup inside their country, fake elections, and now the fake try to change the president of Georgia. I hope they will succeed. I hope that sometime soon Lukashenko will lose power in Belarus, and Eastern Europe, Central Europe will become finally fully independent from this awful bloody pause of the Moscow. Subscribe to see the collapse of Russia's imperial plans. Share the videos on your social media platforms. This helps combat Russian propaganda, and that's vital. And join me on X, I'm fighting there, on Threads, on Blue Sky. Our community is growing quickly on Instagram. I share more of my everyday life there, and we have a wonderful Discord community. Join it too. Check our merch shop for lots of good items that work well as reminders and conversation starters about Ukraine. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons and sponsors of the channel, and helping me film and write more. And most importantly, thank you for standing with Ukraine. Thank you for being friends of mine, and most importantly, friends of Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!